Welcome students. In this video we'll discuss about heat and temperature. Heat is nothing but a form of energy. This is a fundamental form of energy possessed by a matter due to its motion of the molecules. Every matter in our environment consists of a large number of atoms, and every atom has some amount of finite energy, and this energy comes due to the kinetic motion of the atoms. In case of solids, the atoms are hardly bond and the intermolecular spacing is very low. That's why the kinetic energy of the atoms of a solid is due to the vibrational motion of the molecules. Now, in case of liquid and gases, the atoms are loosely bound. That's why the atoms can move freely and they possess an higher amount of energy due to their motion. And the energy possessed by these atoms is called the heat energy. So, heat energy basically measure the energy possessed by the atoms. Now, what is temperature? Temperature is a physical quantity which is the measure of the amount of heat energy possessed by any matter. So, the amount of heat energy present in a matter can be measured by the temperature of that matter. Now, since energy possessed by the atoms, so the amount of heat energy is directly proportional to temperature as stated above. And since heat energy measures the amount of energy possessed by the particles, so the number of particles will denote the amount of heat energy present. So the heat energy is also directly proportional to the number of particles, that means the mass of the material. So higher the mass, the higher will be the number of particles present in the matter. So the amount of heat energy possessed by the matter will be higher. Now heat can be denoted by a variable H, and if we denote temperature by T and mass by M, then what happens? H is directly proportional to T into M. Now if we remove the proportionality, there comes a constant K. This proportionality constant is a constant which is the property of the material, and this constant is known as the specific heat. Of the material. So it is a material property, and K can be represented by H by mt. So K is the amount of heat energy present in unit amount of material per unit change in temperature. So that is the specific heat, and it is generally denoted by S. So the equation looks like something MST, where T is the change in temperature, M is the mass of the material, and S is the specific heat property of the material. And due to the change in temperature, the exchange heat may be increasing, may be decreasing. The exchange heat is H, and this is the basic equation for that. So in this way, we can measure the amount of heat possessed or amount of heat increased, the change in heat energy basically. So if we want to measure the change in heat, the T will be the change in temperature. If we want to measure the amount of heat energy possessed by the material at a certain temperature, then T will be the temperature of the material. The CGS unit of heat is calorie, and 1 calorie can be defined as the amount of heat energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree centigrade. So what is calorie? It is the amount of heat energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. The SI unit of heat is joule, and there is a relation between calorie and joule, that is 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. That's all. Thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.